Good morning, dear students. Today's topic is I have chosen probability, very important chapter for all the classes 8, 9, 10th, 11th, 12th also. So it may be called a common chapter. The basics are same, the concept is same. So what is probability? First of all, we will discuss, and in that probability chapter we have some terms like I have written here experiment, random experiment, what is empirical probability and some other things. So first of all, let us discuss about what is probability. See, probability is nothing but the chance. What is the percentage of winning of any game? Like if I take an example of throwing a coin, whenever we throw any coin we get head or a tail. So while throwing a coin we have two things, head or tail. That means two outcomes can be there, a head can come or a tail can come. But whenever we throw a coin, the 50% chance or the probability, okay, is there to come the head, or the same as 50% chance is there to come as tail. So if we throw any coin we get head or tail. Only two possible outcomes are there, a head can come, a tail can come. Okay, so 50% chance, that means 1/2% chance, or 1/2 chance is there, half chance is for head and half chance is there for tail. So this is called probability actually. If we go through the definition, we don't have any definition for that, we just only can assume. See, in everyday life I have written here, we come across statements. What are those statements? Let us see such that most probably it will rain today. We have just assumption, maybe it will rain or maybe not, but we are not sure, we are not 100% sure, maybe 10% sure or maybe 50% sure, maybe 100% sure. Sometimes when weather is very cloudy, then also we only say it may rain, or most probably it may rain, okay, but we cannot surely say 100% it will rain. And the sentence is, I doubt that he will win the race. If someone is running, we can doubt only, or we cannot be, we can say 100% sure that he will run so fast that he will win the race. Maybe some other person is there and he is running so fast, faster than him, or he may win, or maybe in between the way that faster runner is because of any reason is going down, and that slow runner is winning the race. So we don't have the 100% probability that a person will surely win the race. We only can doubt whether the person will win or whether the person will lose. Now one more sentence I have written, chances are high that the price of petrol will go up. In our daily life we assume so many things. Maybe today the price of the petrol will go high, or maybe the petrol prices will go low, or some other things also, okay, the prices of mobile phones, prices of other things. So this is all about probability. This is the words chances, most probably, or doubtness. That's why the probability came. Actually I would like to tell you, the probability chapter was discovered by the gamblers. Yes, you are right, you are listening right, the gamblers. Probability chapter is just because of gamblers, but afterwards we used it in mathematics, in physics, in so many things, okay. So this is not very necessary, but only I have written to make you understand that what is the meaning of the probability. Some terms are there in the probability. The first term I have written here is the word which will be used so randomly is experiment. An operation which can produce some well-defined outcomes is called an experiment. See, experiment, the definition is there, but let me tell you with some examples. First example I told you with the help of coin. Whenever you toss any coin, if you are tossing any coin, you will get a head or a tail, nothing else. If we are tossing any coin, can we get number 5, number 6, number 1, 2, 3, something like that? No, we will get whether a head or a tail. So the definition of experiment I have written, an operation which can produce some well defined outcomes. So this is a well defined outcomes, nothing else will come. We all know that head or tail will come, but we are not 100% sure that head will come or tail will come, but something will come, we are sure, and that something will be in between head or in tail. Now the second is random experiment, an experiment which all possible outcomes are known and the exact outcome cannot be predicted in advance is called random experiment. This is a random experiment also. If we take the example of any dice, we all know dice. What is dice? The dice which with the help of it we play Ludo. Okay. In dice we have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Whenever we are throwing any dice, whether we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, but the probability of getting a 6 is very less. So that probability to find out whether we will get 6, whether we will get 5, or if we require 3, we will get that 3 or not. We are tossing a coin, we will get the head or not, we will get the tail or not. So how to find the probability? We have one small formula. Let us see. So in case of coin, we have head or tail. Two things will be there. In case of dice, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. If we take any random experiment in case of coin or in case of dice, in case of coin, total number of outcomes we will have is 2, head or tail. 2 outcomes, total possible outcomes will be 2. But in case of dice, total number of outcomes will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 total number of outcomes will be there in case of dice. So let us see how to find the probability of getting any event or any in case of coin head or in case of coin only the tail. Let us see. Probability of any event E. We have one formula. First of all, we should know probability of any event E is number of favorable outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Only the basics I am telling. There are so many things in probability according to the classes. Okay. First of all, we need to know the basics of that. Afterwards, we will discuss some other things if they are there in your course. Okay. So, in case of coin, let us see. In case of coin, we will get a head or a tail. Two things will be there. If someone asks what is the probability of getting a head when we toss a coin, so obviously in a coin only one head is there which is favorable to you, which you want, but total number of outcomes is 2. Okay, so 1 by 2 will be the probability of getting a head. In the same way, if you want to get the probability of getting a tail, then also 1 by 2, because only one tail is there and total number of outcomes are 2. Okay, if we take the example of a dice, in case of dice, if dice is there, we have to get the probability of getting a number 5. Let us think, like we want 5 and we are tossing a dice, we are throwing a dice. So we will get the 5 number or not. See, 5 only one number is there. In the whole dice system, we have 5 at one place and there are total 6 numbers. So total number of outcomes are 6 and number of favorable outcomes is 1. So one number we want what? 5. Total number of outcomes are 6. So probability of getting the number 5 will be 1 by 6. In the same way, in case of dice only, if we discuss, let us see. What is the probability of getting an even number? If someone asks, what is the percentage? What is the chance that you will get an even number whenever you throw any dice? So let us see. How many numbers are even here? 2 is even, 4 is even and 6 is even. Okay. So these 3 numbers are even. I told you probability of any event E is number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So favorable outcomes are 1, 2, 3. 3 numbers are even, out of which total number are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers are there. So 3 by 6. That is, if we cut it, we will get 1 by 2. So probability of getting an even number while we throw any dice is 1 by 2. In the same way, what is the probability of getting a prime number? If we throw any dice, let us see. Which are the prime numbers? Prime number is 3, as we all know. Prime number is 5. Two numbers, 3 and 5, are prime numbers. So two numbers are your favorable numbers. Total number of outcomes is 6. Okay. So 1 by 3 will be the probability of getting a prime number. If any condition comes, yes. For probability of getting the number 6, once again, only 1 6 is there. So 1, total number of outcomes are 6. So this is the way how you can get the probability of any event or any favorable event. Let us see. If you have any experiment, random experiment, in that case you can get the probability. Now, if we take the example of any bag, one bag is there or one box is there. In this box you have kept so many balls. Colorful balls you have kept. So same size, maybe I have drawn it in randomly. So you have, in your question it says that you have red balls, 7 red balls, black balls, number of black balls are 8, white balls 2, okay, green balls, let us see, green balls we have 6. Then now you have to take any ball randomly. Okay, now what is the probability that you get a red ball, or you get a white ball, or you get a green ball, or you get a black ball, or any other ball? Okay, now you have these kind of balls there in the box. First of all, your work is to find the total number of balls in the box. Total number of balls. 7 plus 8 plus 2 plus 6. Okay, 17 and 6, 23 balls. So total 23 balls are there. So the probability of getting, let us see, probability of getting a red ball. What will be the probability of getting a red ball? Let us see, total number of red balls. First of all, we need to write the formula for probability of any event E. Number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Now, if question asks, what is the probability of getting a red ball? Now you see, how many red balls were there? 7 red balls. Total number of balls, 23. So 7 by 23 is the probability that you will get a red ball. Once again, what is the probability of getting a green ball? So number of green balls, 6. Total number of balls, 23. 6 upon 23 will be the probability of getting the green balls. If I say, what is the probability of getting a red or a white ball? Yes, probability of getting a red or a white ball. Then you count the red balls and the white balls. White balls. 7 plus 2, 9. Total 7 plus 2, 9 balls are in your favorable conditions. Whether you get red ball or you get white ball. Then 7 plus 2, that is 9 balls are in your favorable conditions, and total number of balls is 23. So 9 by 23 will be the probability of getting a red ball or a white ball. Now assume, if someone asks, what is the probability of getting a pink ball? Is there any pink ball? No. So if there is no pink ball, then probability of getting a pink ball will be 0 upon 23, or you can say 0. If there is no pink ball, then how can we get a pink ball? No, we cannot get. Now, so this is the basic concept about probability. Now in our next video, we will solve some numerical problems from your books. Till then, please practice it. Please observe it. Thank you so much. See you soon.